Pause the video and try to solve the problem. If you cannot solve this, follow through my solution given. Okay, let's go ahead with the question. On a true heading of 090, that means aircraft is going on a true heading, that means from true north it is going 90 degrees, so that is going, it is going east, right? Or this is the heading of the aircraft, so heading true is equals to 090 degrees. If the aircraft is going like this, what happens is aircraft experiences a drift of 5 degrees to the south. That means instead of going like this, it is getting blown away by 5 degrees like this, right? This is happening to the aircraft. So what is the track made good or final track? True track is equals to 95 degrees or 095 degrees. So this is happening. That means winds should be approximately coming from here or here or here, somewhere like this, okay, somewhere from the north, but we don't know exactly what is the direction of the wind yet. Now it says on a true heading of 180 degrees, that means if the aircraft is trying to go south, right, see this is north, north is 0, this is east, this is south. So aircraft is, if it is trying to go south like this, let's see how much drift it experiences. The aircraft experiences zero drift. कोई भी drift नहीं है. मतलब see, let's say the winds are like this, you know, coming from, let's say थोड़ा सा ऐसा. So those winds should blow away this aircraft like this, right? This aircraft will be blown away like this. Yes or no? Yes or no? So this is not happening. So the winds are not like this. If the winds are coming, you know, somewhere like this, okay, from not exactly not from here, it should again blow the aircraft, you know, towards its left. So the winds are also not like this or like this. So how to explain this? Here, if the aircraft is going and because of the wind, which is causing a drift towards the south, the aircraft in this direction is not getting a drift. That means it is a pure tailwind, correct? So the aircraft is going aage and the wind is pushing piche. So the aircraft will go like this, so without any drift. So can I say from these two statements, wind direction is 360 degrees or exactly north, also called as 0 degrees or north, correct? Now see, this is a very important thing to remember. Wind direction. Here wind direction, see, wind is going from north towards south, right? So do you call the wind is as, you know, 180? No. So wind direction by definition, this is very important, note down, by definition, or it is defined as direction from which the wind is coming, not to where it is going, correct? So now you know the wind direction as 360, right? Let me mark with a highlighter. You know its heading is 0902. You know its track made, I mean in this first scenario, is 95 degrees or 095 degrees. You know, don't call 95, you should pronounce it as 095 degrees. Now on both headings, so on this heading is also the TAS, true airspeed of the aircraft is 200 knots. It is assumed wind is same. Okay, yes, we are thinking it is same. What is the experienced wind and direction? You know, by now the winds are coming from where? 360. So B and C are false, right? Now you have to choose between A and B. So 360 is correct, wind direction is 360. Now you have two options, one is 17 knots, one is 34 knots. Now how to solve this, right? We will take the first scenario. You have heading, true heading, you have true track, you have TAS. Now let's assume, you know, option A might be correct. So let's assume winds as 360 360 coming from north at 17 knots. If you assume this, if you input these four values, I mean you input these values, not all values, winds you input, TAS you input, and heading you input into a CX3. Okay, into a CX3 in wind correction, you should get this as your answer, because you know all other things, correct, and you also know in the question that it is getting drifted by 5 degrees to the south, that is 95 degrees. So we will enter. So TAS, see, because you have I just solved this before this thing, it's already there. TAS is given as 200, I have entered 200. So true heading I know it is 90. Wind I have checked for 34, it is wrong. I mean we in the first case scenario, now we are assuming 17. So we will assume 17. 17. And wind direction 0 degrees or north. See, our true course came out to be 95 degrees, right? So now this proves the answer is A. So I mean it is a question where you have to apply the indirect method. You have to check or cross check with the answers. From the answers you will get the correct option. So this is a good question to solve. I mean for a student who is doing CX3 and these problems for the first time, it is a good question to practice. So I'll see you in next video. We are doing a whole series. I mean I'm taking all the good questions and I'm making every day one question at least.